Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this episode are those of the GOAT, or the greatest of all titos, and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of all titos or uncles around the world. Possibly a few, but definitely not all.
My cousins on my mom's side, they're all living abroad with their own families, and every once in a while they would fly back to the Philippines to visit. So we were contacted by our cousins and we were asked to meet today, so Saturday, because the eldest cousin, their eldest sister, is flying back home on Sunday. And these girls, I've known them literally my whole life, and it's interesting to reconnect to them whenever they come home, even though we don't get to communicate as much or we don't get to see each other often. Whenever we do, it's as if they never left. And it's interesting, the love, the bond that we have towards each other. And what made it extra interesting was the realization that we are not even related. For as long as I could remember, I thought that their mom and my mom were cousins. So that's why we called each other cousins, and that's how we would refer to each other whenever we talk to people. We would introduce each other, only to find out that my mom, their mom, and their dad are just really, really good friends. They met when my mom was in high school, and they did not meet because of school. They met because my mom was a professional singer, and my uncle, my Tito Ronnie, was a professional pianist, and my Tita Nanette is, I honestly don't know how they met. So they became so close to the point that my grandmother, my Lola, would entrust my mom to them whenever my mom would go to her gigs. That's how close they became. And when my Tito Romy and Tita Nanette got married, they had kids, the same trust that my Lola had on them, my mom had that on them as well. So there would be times when I was a kid I would sleep in their place, or they would sleep in our place. And yeah, so that's how close we are. And yun nga. So it's interesting that we were talking about it, and even after all these years, I never knew that we were family, basically by association. And it feels so real, so genuine, that we would acknowledge it that way. And I won't have it any other way. And that's all I have to say about that.